When you're breastfeeding a newborn baby, how do you know if your baby is being underfed or even overfed? Is that possible? Or fed the right amounts? How do you know? Hi, I'm Fray, and I'm a semi-retired senior midwife, and welcome along. And this is really easy, and I'm going to go through it all with you so that by the end of this, you're going to feel like you really understand it all. So buckle up. Okay, and I'm going to look at my notes too, because I got a few of them. All right, so firstly, the first thing that you need to be able to do is recognize what are the signs that your baby is actually trying to explain to you. I'm hungry. All right, they're just universal signs. Now, your baby may not express all of these signs all at once, but these are the signs you're looking for. Okay, the baby showing increased activity, alertness, kind of rapid eye movements. They're all perked up. The baby purses their lips and does lip smacking. The baby sticks his tongue out to the sides. The baby turns their head from side to side and maybe arch their back while they're stretching their neck forward. And a very late indicator that your baby has been hungry for a while, actually, is when they make some cough sounds. Or this is the one, that demanding, rhythmic, nah, 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 nah. They're putting their tongue at the top of their mouth. Nah, nah, nah. All right. Okay. Now, at the same time as knowing what your hungry baby tired signs are, it's kind of critical to not misinterpret them, their tired signs, as hungry signs. Okay, so tired signs are when their body becomes tense and they're growling, sort of grizzling, I should say, with owl sounds. Ow, 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 ow. They do jerky arm movements and jerky leg movements, fist clenching, facial contortions of frowns and grimace. You see a baby go, it's overtired. It's tired. That's as soon as you see it the first time, it's tired. Leave it for another 5 to 10 minutes, overtired. They do cranky, grumpy, fussing noises, that sort of whining, grunting. They move their head from side to side. They're avoiding eye contact. They're not looking at you. The big blinks, burying the head into your chest, and a nasal sounding wailing cry that kind of builds in intensity. But at that point, so often, newbie parents, even experienced parents, they just go, oh, the baby must be hungry. Nah, the baby is telling you very clearly that it's tired. Not hungry. I just told you the signs of hungry. All right. So, and other times, so what that can lead to is when you misinterpret tired signs, you can then overly feed your baby. It's not that a newborn baby can drink too much breast milk, but they end up getting snack feedings. They just go snack, instead of good long feed with a good long sleep. They become what I call a snack and snooze baby. Short feed, short sleep, short feed, short sleep. That does their heads in, that does your head in, and they're not getting that wonderfully important hind milk. So it's like they're having the runny fore milk at the beginning. They're having like entree, and they never have their main. So it's not possible for a breastfed baby to have too much breast milk, but it certainly is possible, very possible, for a breastfed baby to be overly frequently fed in fore milk and really not get a whole lot of that fat rich weight building hind milk. Okay. And other signs that your baby is overfed is or overly frequently snack feeding, is they get quite gurgling sounds in their stomach because they just don't have that heavy milk to really dub that to give them that turkey dinner sensation where all they want to do is fall asleep. And sometimes they can be quite commonly misinterpreted as being a baby with reflux. And if your baby is crying all day, then there's a very high possibility that you have inadvertently missed the cues and you've got an overtired, overfed, fatigued, and overstimulated baby. I mean, basically, when you think that, you should think in terms that a complete sleep, then feed, then awake cycle for a new baby is about every 3 hours or so. So feeding will take 25 to 40 minutes. Then the sort of awake time will be, say, 20 to 50 minutes. And they're only up for about 1.25 hours and then they're back to sleep. So, they'll be awake for 1.25 hours. They'll show their tired signs. So as soon as they wake up, the first thing you're doing is feeding them straight away, then change their nappy, then have some lovely interactive time. Then you'll see the tired signs. Then they go to sleep for a good hour and a half. The exception is it's normal for babies to have some extra feeds, cluster feed, late afternoon and early evening before they go to bed for their longest sleep. That cluster feeding time is designed to sort of tank them up for that longer sleep. And also through the middle of the night, you're not doing the awake time. So it's like they wake up, you feed them, and it's straight back to sleep. If you're struggling with your infant sleep situation, just get a hold of my book, Oh Baby, and read the infant sleep chapter. It's, hand on heart, it's one of the best guides ever on understanding infant sleep. Okay, that's another whole topic. Anyway, how do you really know that your baby's getting enough breast milk? In the first couple of days, when it's just on colostrum, it's drinking probably about 30 mils or 2 tablespoons in 24 hours. That's not much. So then you want to be putting a tissue inside the nappy so that you can actually see that they've had this teeny weeny wet pee. But then by the time that they are a month old, they're going to be drinking about 1 litre or 2 pints of milk a day, and you'll know when they've weed. But so long as your baby is having, once you get past that first couple of days and the baby's, and you're on, and your full milk has arrived, as long as your baby's having at least 8 breastfeeds a day in every 24 hours, and there's obvious swallowing going on during the feed, they look happily satisfied after the feed, that's strong indications that everything is fine. And as long as they are doing at least 8 wheeze a day, in fact, really, the more wheeze, the better. If your baby's doing 10 or 12 wheeze a day, it's not underfed. And if your baby is putting on 200, 300 grams a week, it's fine. So you want to know it all from the wet nappies. Loads and loads and loads of wet nappies means your baby's getting loads and loads and loads of food. Yay. Just at the very, very beginning, with a brand new baby, you want them to be doing a sort of at least 4 poos a day, so that by the 5th day, there's no longer any meconium in their poo, and they have regained their birth weight by day 10 at the latest, and then everything's honky-dory. And you're all good to go. So there we go. And look, loads more information available at my motherwise.com. Motherwise.app website, and my kathyfray.com website. So have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye.